Hello guys, it's your boy Arfo here. Today I want to talk about some mythology faction discussion we're gonna have here. I'll be spotlighting two new heroes today. Two new heroes tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be spotlighting two new heroes. And well, they're not new, but two more heroes, shall I say. But yeah, I just want to talk about mythology behind these two heroes. So this is the first hero I'm going to be spotlighting. His name is Anivera, and I'm not gonna give off his nickname, but he's Anivera. I'll just give off his nickname because it'll make it easier for me to talk about this mythological discussion we're gonna be having. So yeah, this right here is Anivera, the Red Spirit of Desire. So he's part of the Red faction of Desire, and yeah. So this guy he was actually a water spirit before he was a red spirit. The reason why he became a red spirit is because it's basically the story of the hawk and the snake. But in this case, the snake actually won. But yeah, shows that the snake is not always as bad or as conniving. But yeah, so Anivera, basically the red spirit of desire, she was a water spirit before she was a red spirit. And the reason why she became a red spirit wasn't by choice, it was by the keeper of duality, Lao Q, who had basically shunned her because she wanted to be a keeper of duality before she wanted to be a red spirit. She actually wanted to be a water spirit. She was a water spirit, actually, to rephrase that. She was a water spirit, but she wanted to move up to Lao Q's position as keeper of duality because Lao Q's old, so But Lao Q said, "No, I'm still very powerful, even though I'm old. So, like, old age has nothing to do with that. Makes me even more powerful." And so I don't know why I keep calling her she. He tried to attack Lao Q, and Lao Q, he's OP as shit. I mean, this guy's a keeper of duality. He does like 200 apiece, fucking ultimate. This guy just straight smacked his ass down back to the earth and said, "You know what? Fuck you. I'm the fucking keeper of duality." And he basically revoked his title as being the water spirit, and he was abolished to the next faction over, which is the faction of desire. Obviously, it's duality, and then it's duality strong against desire. So he was abolished to the desire faction, and the desire faction saw intent in him. They said that he was already basically a water spirit. So when he got abolished to desire faction, they didn't really trust him. They really wanted to defeat him. So their current red spirit actually attacked Anivera, and he actually beat him. He beat him just with pure desire alone. And so I'm not gonna say the other hero that he beat because that's another spotlight. We haven't really gotten to the Descent faction yet, or the Desire faction yet. But the former red spirit got defeated by Anivera, and he became the red spirit, and he only became the red spirit because he desired to be the keeper of duality. So he tried to come back, and once he got strong enough, he tried to come back and be the water spirit again. But there was already a water spirit already chosen, and this chosen warrior's name is Draco. And so Draco, basically the dragon warrior, he wasn't already a water spirit. He had became a substitute water spirit just in case Anivera would go back to his ways because Lao Q, I guess he foresaw that. And so basically Draco, whatever, he was just like, you know what, I'm the new water spirit. So Anivera got really pissed about that, and his desire and urge to become the water spirit was like really serious, like super serious. So we're gonna be looking at Draco now. So this is Draco, the water spirit of duality. And so this guy is fucking legitimately like, fuck your face, fuck your mom. This guy doesn't care, he's a kind-hearted spirit kind of guy, but he has done evil in the past. Lao Q has saw potential in him, so Lao Q is like the foreseer of duality, but he saw potential in him and he decided to, give him a chance. So he became the water spirit of duality within that time that Anivero was doing this like fucking 3 month long battle with the core doing this 3 month long battle with the current red spirit, the former red spirit. And yeah, so Draco the Dragon Warrior is actually, he came from the light faction, the Karma faction. He's like a bad teenage boy. Actually, he didn't come from the light faction. He's like a bad teenage boy. He came from the faction of dissent. But he changed his ways due to because he saw the way of his error, and he went to Lao Q for guidance. He first went to Jizo, but Jizo kind of turned him down. Jizo said, "No, I don't see the light in you. You know, I don't see the brightness in you that makes you a good warrior." And so he got pissed off and attempted to attack Jizo, but was struck down very quickly by Jizo. Jizo fucked the shit out of him. Jizo beat his ass badly. So he retreated. So he went to another faction, which is the faction of duality. And Lao Q said, "We do not turn down anyone who has a kind heart." So Lao Q kind of gave him a chance to really redeem himself. And yeah, and so Lao Q actually saw some good in him, and he became the new water spirit. And so Anivera actually got really, really irritated by that, and tried to attack Draco. Was pissed. He was actually swearing at Lao Q when this happened. He was swearing at Lao Q, saying, "Why? Why would you do this? Like, I'm the only water spirit. I'm the current." He has a lot of desire. That's why Lao Q kind of banished him in the first place, because he saw that his heart was becoming corrupt. He had a lot of fucking desire, and Lao Q didn't like that. I mean, Draco had desire too, but his desire was different from Anivera's desire. You know, Anivera's desire was to be the strongest, to be the keeper of duality. But you can't just give that title to anybody. Lao Q is clearly powerful. People of the duality clan see him as a god. So yeah, he's not going to give that position up to just anybody, especially not just a water spirit who just represents him. So spirits actually represent the keepers of the faction. So yeah. So yeah, that's the little mythology behind those two. Um, they're pretty fucking crazy people and shit like that. Anivera over here. Anivera over here was really pissed about that, so he challenged Draco, and Draco was actually badly beaten. He gave up a good fight, but the thing is, Anivera is like something thousands of years old, and Draco is still kind of like a teenager. He's a couple years old. So Anivera has a lot of time over a lot of time on his belt over Draco. So Draco lost pretty badly, but Lao Q said, "No, that's not right. That's not how it should be. Like you deserve more, Draco. Like this man should not be allowed to be the water spirit. I saw more potential in you when you were fighting to become a water spirit." And so right then and there, Draco actually summons the strength. Let's go. Hold up. So right then and there, Draco actually summoned the strength of the soul of the water dragon, and he actually became the water dragon himself. And for a short period of time, he wasn't the full embodiment. He was just the soul of the water dragon, because the soul of the actual water dragon lives in the water realm. He's like fucking huge compared. He wouldn't even fit on this fucking game's interface. He's huge. But yeah, so he became like a tiny little soul of the water spirit. And he basically was just like the fight between the hawk and the snake, and the snake actually won. Anivera was defeated, and so Anivera went back to his bad desired ways, and he shot up into the air. He desired to be the greatest of all, so he shot into the air and he slammed. He fell back into Earth and left a giant crater. It was like a last stand move to try to kill Draco, and he slammed right into the crater. And he didn't actually kill Draco. Draco was badly injured, but he didn't actually kill Draco. It was more of like a suicide attempt, but Anivera didn't even die. He was close to death as well, but he didn't even die. So Lao Q fully banished his ass from the faction of duality, and he was straight deemed he was straight deemed to the red faction of desire. And that's basically the story of the snake and the hawk in this game. Yeah, that's pretty long story. It's a pretty intense little story there. It's pretty cool. I thought it was pretty badass, and so that's why Anivera is kind of like the red spirit now, the true red spirit. Like he doesn't. The only thing he wants is desire. That's all he does is desire. That's the only actions he can think of. That's all he can do is just desire. He's lost. He's fully lost. And Draco's becoming stronger to become the true water spirit. You can see like he has a lot of pride in him. Like he's been through a lot. He's seen a lot. He knows what he must do as being a water spirit. He knows that the complications and the problems come along with being the water spirit of duality. So yeah, guys, this was a mythological faction discussion, and yeah, so you can see the factions here. The karmic faction up top, the descent faction to the top, to the left, to the right. Okay, so the light faction at the top, the dark faction on the left, on the right. At the bottom is the water faction, and then on the right is the fire faction. It's really not the names. The top faction is the karmic faction. The bottom faction is the duality faction. The one to the left is the desired faction, and the one to the right is the descent faction. And yeah, so that's how that goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video on two gods here, two warriors of lore. And yeah, guys, when we come back with more Warriors of Lore, we are going to be definitely doing some arena mode for Reinhardt. But yeah, until next time, fans. Bye bye.